Welcome back to the channel, where today we are diving deep into the art of making fiction films on a serious shoestring budget. I just wrapped up a tiny project that cost almost nothing, and I want to share the practical lessons so you can make your own. It is totally natural to want to replicate that big Hollywood look, but chasing blockbusters with a solo setup can actually kill your creativity. Instead, start with a simple indie mindset, one clean idea, a tight structure, and a really compelling mood. Don't stress about complex timelines or mind-bending plots on your first go. Just keep the story linear and maybe add one clever twist. When it comes to resolution, people obsess over 4K, but I chose to shoot my film in HD on purpose. HD files are lighter, easier on your computer, and they help you keep focus without overwhelming the mood of the scene. Keep your locations close to home because visiting the same spot multiple times across town is just exhausting. Even your own bedroom or a tiny apartment corner can serve as a perfect set if you frame it correctly. Try to use friends or family as actors, and if you can, avoid dialogue to keep sound recording simple. Without dialogue, you won't need expensive boom mics or lavaliers, which makes your production life much easier. Write a basic scene list before you shoot, but always stay flexible because the reality of production rarely matches the plan. Always capture at least 2 takes of every shot because you will definitely regret missing coverage later during the edit. Be incredibly mindful of continuity, like wardrobe changes or stray backpacks, because small mistakes ruin the illusion. Don't forget to capture plenty of B-roll, like close-ups of hands or landscape inserts to help smooth out your transitions. Sound really breathes life into your visuals, so choose a consistent approach, like a music-forward soundtrack with minimal ambient noise. Use royalty-free libraries for your music to avoid copyright headaches, or create your own simple synth pads if you have the skills. A tripod is your best friend for stability, but don't be afraid to add a little handheld shake for a more visceral feeling. Cinematic quality is really a mix of controlled lighting, slower frame rates, and wide apertures, rather than just one setting. If you are shooting under indoor lights, just make sure to match your shutter speed to your local power frequency to avoid flicker. For my gear, I stuck to a single camera and one fast prime lens, which gave me consistent image quality and that vintage character. I used variable ND filters to control my exposure on the fly, which let me keep my aperture wide even in bright daylight. In post-production, I used LUTs to get a base look, and then I tweaked the shadows and highlights to really dial in that washed cinematic tone. Now, the real game changer for a solo creator is managing your long-form footage using AI tools like Vizard. Since you don't have time to sift through 40 minutes of footage, Vizard's auto-editing features can quickly pull viral-worthy highlights. It looks for peaks in energy and strong faces, essentially finding those magic moments you would have picked manually anyway. I used this for my marketing slices, turning the long short into multiple social clips and experimenting with different openings. Instead of juggling complex timelines, the auto-schedule feature lets you drip-feed content and keep your promotion consistent. It doesn't replace the filmmaker, but for a solo creator, it amplifies your reach by turning hours of work into shareable clips. Always remember to back up your footage, keep your wardrobe consistent, and keep a notebook to track which takes you actually liked. Filmmaking is incredibly fun and totally possible on a small budget if you focus on the mood and get a bit ruthless in the edit. Drop a comment below about what you are planning to film, or let me know if you want a walkthrough of my clip selection workflow. I have also linked my gear list and the LUT pack I used in the description, so go grab those if you want to test them. Thanks for sticking with me today, and if you want more realistic filmmaking tips, be sure to hit subscribe on your way out. Happy filming, keep creating, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.